Thank you.
Move on.
Your next speaker is Shannon Larson. She'll be followed by John W. Scott.
I wish I was standing here congratulating Collier County on putting solar energy panels on everybody's house and all the buildings, and we wouldn't have to have these discussions about these horrible things that are taking the future away from our children, our grandchildren, and their children, and all the animals, plants and animals. The things we're discussing today are very gravely serious, and they shouldn't ever be taken lightly by any of us. Fracking kills. It's all over the papers. It's all over TV. It displaces families that have lived in their homes for generation after generation. They can't drink their water anymore. They can't bathe in their water anymore. Their children are getting sick, deathly, deathly sick. A mayor in a small town in Dish just moved his family away from fracking operations because his children were getting nosebleeds, serious nosebleeds. And he said, my job is not worth the death of my children because of the fracking process. So I came here today. I'm glad you made the decision you have made, but also, like a couple of other speakers, to encourage Collier County and all the counties in Florida to ban fracking in Florida. It's really wrong even for us to receive any oil or gas that's been produced by the fracking process, because we know what it does. Those chemicals are deadly. I have a whole list of what's in them. But worst of all, oil and gas companies are exempt from provisions of the Safe Drinking Water Act, the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and other environmental laws. So once they're in place, how are you going to stop? How are you going to stop the air pollution, the water pollution, the health hazards of the people living here? You can't. They're exempt from all the laws that we enacted to safeguard us. So you all, this is going to be precedent setting, what you do with this one well. How you handle this is going to determine what the future is for the rest of this generations to come. So I really ask you to work on your petition very, very seriously, and thank you for this, for what you're going to do. Thank you.
Your next speaker is John